sodium, things like that in the oil and on the pipes, and you'll see the moose just licking off the pipelines up there. It's just taking in this poison, and it's not good. It's really unbelievable. But I can't speak for them, but I can share that I know that they're very grateful for what you folks are doing down here. And I know there's folks in my own tribe, the Caddo, down in Texas and Oklahoma. They're trying to build the Keystone Pipeline across our land, and they've already destroyed several of our sacred sites and dug up some of our ancient mounds. And so all across the continent, this stuff is affecting indigenous folks everywhere you go. I have my own beliefs that it's because most of the world doesn't know what happens on Indian land, you know, and so they think they can get away with it. So things like this, it really gives me hope, you know, that with people standing up and coming together from all walks to speak out against this and to refuse to stay silent with it. It gives me hope, and I know the folks up north are really appreciative of it. So thank you from me, and thank you from them.
I think those moose moved to Idaho.
Yeah, that might be. They're moved to Wallowa County too. We got about 60 over there. Yeah. So in fact, we had one just came right through the valley, down in the valley, and she camped out in my neighbor's yard for about 2 days. And that's the first time we've seen a moose back in the valley. So those things like that give us hope too. With you know, it's not bad everywhere in the world. Over there, we've got wolves and moose and wolverine showing up, and I know over here, you folks, you got some important wildlife coming back, and so you know, things like that personally give me hope for the world that this type of stuff is not the be all end all of everything, and you know, we just keep holding on, we keep fighting for what's right, and to honor our mother. So anyways, I just personally thank you everyone for coming up there. Appreciate it. Thank you.
So do you think you haven't heard anything then about it moving? Because they gotta, you know, they don't want to be sitting here in Pendleton. I'm sorry, they want to get it out to somewhere else. And you know what? Yes. Well, no. See, last night they didn't move till 10.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
A lot more activity happening over there now than there was.
So, and when they come, they all come at once, and they're ready to go. They don't want to. Yeah, they come in, they roll, they're gone. So, you know, they could, because they only have to go to, you know, it's less than 60 miles. When we went over with it the last time, me and Linda, to Battle Mountain, it was a little bit later before they actually got going, but it was 11:15 when they got to Pilot Rock. So, and then when we got up to Battle Mountain, it was, when we started heading back, it was about 3 o'clock. So they got to Ukiah before 6 o'clock. They had plenty of time. It was about 4 o'clock, but personally, and I think, where's Linda? I think it's gonna, this group of people, it's gonna take them a lot more time and effort to make some of those turns that they went on. They're pretty treacherous. Just coming up from the turn by Denny's and Burger King, once they got it turned around like that, it took them a good, I don't know, probably 20 minutes just to get up here, because it was, I mean, they were shifting down their gears, and it just wasn't pushing them the way they did last time. So, and, you know, we were all here and witnessed it. So I just think once they don't like being in Pendleton, and you know, it was weather conditions last time. The roads are clear, so I think they're going to move. And so they're going to roll about, I think they're going to roll about 10, because it's just, it's here, unless it's snowing up on top, they're going to move. So that's just my personal.
So is there, my friend Brooklyn Baptiste over in Lapwai has shared with me some of the legal stuff that they did to stop what was happening over there. Is there any hope for something on the lands over here? Are there treaty rights that come into play?
Well,
that can be...
it's still our usual and custom. So it's in our 1855 treaty. And what ODOT was supposed to have done, and what they didn't do, was they did not consult. Which there's an executive order with, you know, Kitsauber that, you know, we've got letters. You know, we apologize. We went to General Counsel last Thursday and talked about it, and we shared Winona LaDuke's video with the people that were there. And you know, I just, you know, I don't want to sound negative, but maybe don't think it's important. We had one of our teachers get up and say that they had consulted, last year with our natural resources, and he was saying that he goes, well, it's just a piece of equipment. It's not, it's going through our land. It's not going to hurt anything. And Dad, you can go ahead and finish it.
He thought it was just an empty tank and nothing in it.
Yeah.
And they'd been informed 2 years ago about
Last year.
what was going on, what's going to take place. They didn't even let the people know that they should have done. So I called him out. I told him when he takes his oath of office, you raise your hands and you swear to protect and promote the interests of the Umatilla Indians. So he wasn't doing his job.
Yeah.
Oh, Brooklyn's budget.
Oh, okay. Ah, okay. Yeah. I just
Got a
saw
whole bunch of radicals.
he's sweating tonight. I saw it. It's probably done by now, but I saw his post on Facebook.
That's my brother's son.
Okay. Yeah, it is a small world, especially in Indian country.
Like this, yeah.
Yeah.
Small world, dude. Oh.
Hawaii, Alaska, Hawaii, and Japan.
He's kind of a player. The old man's a player. Huh? Well, it's to me what I thought kind of exciting about what the Nez Perce did over there is I don't know if that's going to go any further into court, but I was hoping that it could turn into something as far as standing up for the spiritual side of treaty rights. And even though maybe these loads aren't going to pollute the river, it's a violation of the culture to allow or support these things that are going up and devastating our brothers up north, and so if this ends up in court someday, I would love to see this turn into something that comes down, in the law that says that we need to protect the spiritual rights that are supposed to be, the cultural rights that are supposed to be part of those treaties.
The Nez Perce have an injunction, and it's because of the scenic byway.
Right.
So that's how they were legally able to do that. But what has happened here is the tribe wrote the letter to Kitsaber. We consulted with Warm Springs to do the same thing, and then also CRITFIC, which is the Columbia Intertribal Fisheries.
Right.
They did it. ATNI, the Affiliated Tribes of the Northwest, has a resolution, and it went on to NCAI nationally and all the tribes are supposed to be, trying to protect everything. Yeah. So they all, it's gone that far where, you've got all 560 tribes meeting, and I believe that happened in June.
Okay. So has NCAI issued a statement about this at all? What's going
They
on?
had a resolution that was brought to them.
I think I heard about that. Yeah.
And in August of this last year, they had the ATNI in Coeur d'Alene, and they passed a resolution regarding this. And then about a month ago, CRITFIC passed a resolution. And that's all the treaty tribes that on the Columbia River. So you've got Nez Perce.
I didn't know much about the new president at NCAI. I met Jefferson
Brian?
Keel at the convention in Portland a couple years ago. I was actually the staff photographer for them, and I know he had spoken a little bit about the Keystone and being against that, but I didn't get a chance to visit with him about the tar sands, but there were some folks from
Brian's he's really good.
Is he? Good.
He's got, he's from over on, he's a river or ocean person over there, so they've got to protect their fishing and stuff.
They don't know where to park.
Well, don't worry about it.
I don't know if any of you ever saw it too. That